Welcome to Level 1 Reddit, where we give you your daily Reddit fix. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss what's popular and trending in Reddit. In today's episode, we will talk about the director of TIFU Drift, a story about a woman deleting a game save data, and a courageous woman who spoke up against, a jerk. Let's start with the director of TIFU Drift. And today I learned that while filming TIFU Drift, they couldn't get a permit to film a scene. They filmed it anyway, and the studio hired a fall guy to claim to be the director and spend a night in jail. Some of the comments here. Satirical magazines in Germany during the Kaiserreich had a, quote, sitting editor who would be the one to sit in jail when the magazine was inevitably charged with lèse majesté, which means insulting the Kaiser. That's kind of interesting. Second comment, the phrase lèse majesté is French, to do wrong to majesty, which stems from the Latin lèse majesta, which means injured sovereignty. This is a lot more stuff that I wanted to learn about Fast and Furious, guys. Next one. The driving scene in Shibuya was shot in LA. I wonder why they couldn't do the people scene there too. Last comment. They probably ran the numbers and realized it was more financially sound to pay someone spend a night in jail than to make a scene appear to be in Japan during post-production. Can you imagine being that accountant? Wow, that's a pretty good point right there, being the accountant. How do you put that in your text that you paid someone to go to jail? All right, guys, next story. Today, I fucked up by deleting all my boyfriend's game data. So my boyfriend has been super pumped about Ghost of Tsushima, which came in the mail yesterday while he was at work. He calls me and asks me to download it so he can play when he gets home. I'm not tech impaired, however, I do not game, and I only ever use the PlayStation for Netflix. So I'm on the phone with him and he's walking me through how to download the new game. I said I got it. I get to settings and go to data, because obviously that's what I was logically thinking, in order to remove gigabytes to make more room for, more gigabytes. He told me to delete Last of Us, which he just painstakingly finished. I select 3 Last of Us app-looking things that come up and press delete. I go back to download Ghost of Tsushima, and it still says there's no room. I repeat my previous steps and delete another game. I do this 2 more times with 2 more games. After noodling around settings, trying to figure out why I'm not getting more storage space after deleting games, I click on apps instead of data. There is a list of all his games, even the ones I thought I deleted. So I select and delete one of this at a time, and voila, Ghost of Tsushima starts downloading. I call my boyfriend, tell him I had a problem with deleting his data at first, but he's good to go now. His voice immediately tells me he's died a little inside when he asked if I deleted the game or data. And after I said both, he sweetly said in a weak voice, "Okay, babe, thanks." And then I knew I did something bad. Oh my god, can you imagine deleting a game data? I've been playing Animal Crossing. I think I spent about 500 hours in that game so far. Oh my lord. Okay, so some of the comments here. It seems that you can recover it from the cloud. That is true. You can recover it if it's PlayStation 4. My boyfriend grabbed a 10 terabyte to make space so he would no longer have this exact issue of juggling data. Next comment. Nope. Straight to the liquor store, then home for that sweet samurai action, and then Ghost of Tsushima. Next comment. I don't think it's your fault. Yes, you messed up, but you said you don't play games. I wouldn't expect someone to download a game instead of deleting it when they haven't played on a PlayStation 4. I'm sorry if I sound rude or mean, I just think you made a mistake. Not the, oh shit, I made a mistake that might just end the world. And last comment. PlayStation 4 also isn't very intuitive interface to someone not used to consoles. It was the first console I'd bought in maybe a decade, and it wasn't 100% intuitive navigating through all those settings. Wow. I just can't imagine anyone deleting my game save data on any of my systems. And finally, we have this last story that says, I finally had the courage to talk to the man that made inappropriate comments to me. I had posted a couple of months ago about a man that told me to sit on his lap during a basketball game. He tried to make inappropriate comments again about me kissing him to see if my boyfriend would get mad. This happened at the store where I work at. This was while I was working. He was the customer I was helping. I told him that the comments he makes are really inappropriate and that I would appreciate it if he didn't make those type of comments anymore. I was shaking and about to cry, but he said okay, and he didn't talk the rest of the transaction unless it was related to the transaction. I continued to shake for a while, but then I felt proud of myself. I've never stood up for myself like that before. I really hope he stops making those types of comments to other young women too, but I can only do so much. Wow, that is pretty intense. Some of the comments here. I am so proud of you. It takes a lot of courage to confront those who make you uncomfortable in that manner, and you did it. I hope you are feeling better now. Next comment. Proud of you too. Hopefully he starts thinking too now. Next comment. I just think the really unfortunate thing here is that all you really got out of this guy was for him to clam up. He probably felt stupid, but will likely continue with his behavior. What resonated with me was just a clear lack of an apology, but who knows, maybe he will go home and think about it. Next comment. Way to go. I'm going to think about you being brave and doing it through the shaking next time I need to call someone out. I've left hundreds of men unchecked over the years because of that same shakiness in myself. But if you can do it, I can too. Thanks for sharing. Finally, the last comment. This is amazing. I didn't even know you, and I'm proud of you. Even though you were nervous and shaking, you still did it, you badass. I have a coworker who has a tendency to make comment to me that make me uncomfortable. I think he just sees it as flirting, but I've never reciprocated. Maybe it's time I stand up for myself and tell him that I don't like his flirty comments. I have avoided it because I work with him every day. As an example, a few days ago when I was working on something, I took a shortcut to fix a problem and said, I'm going to have to cheat to get out of this work. To which he responded that next, I just need to cheat on my husband. I laughed uncomfortably and I moved on. Maybe I'll take inspiration from you and finally say something. Thank you for posting this. Wow, that is really awesome that somebody can actually stand up to a bully like that. I give this woman lots and lots and lots of props. I can't imagine, being at work and being uncomfortable, being harassed, worse, being harassed sexually like that. Where we live right now, guys, keep your comments to yourself. Women are not objects. Please keep your comment to yourself, especially if it's something inappropriate. Flirting is never okay. I mean, I don't care how well you know the person or how long you've known the person. Flirting with another woman is never okay, guys. So please keep that in mind. Thank you. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed our show today. Thank you so much for watching Level 1 Reddit. New videos are out at 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. Be kind, be compassionate, and always remember that you are beautiful. See you guys back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.